Last weekend, I sat down with my family to play board games. And honestly, I almost didn't. I had excuse, I was tired, I had work to think about, taxes, and if I'm being completely honest with you, I was a little afraid. Afraid of looking like I didn't know what I was doing, afraid of the language barrier, afraid that if I failed, they would see me the same way. Does that sound familiar in business? Because by the end of the night, those 3 games handed me 3 of the most powerful business lessons I've gotten all year. And I need to then with you. I am Kelly Fischer, business advisor and business broker, founder of Royal Fischer. And on this channel, we talk about building businesses that actually work, with a strategy, with heart, and with the kind of clarity that changes your decisions. Today is a little different. Today we are going to the living room. Let's get into it. The 3 games, 3 lessons. Each one maps directly to something I see business owners struggle every single week. Let's go to that. The first one is Nurtz, the power of peripheral vision. Let me show you. The first game is called Nurtz. Think of it as a battle solitary. Multiple players, multiple decks, all going at the same time. It is fast and it's chaotic and it's ruthless. Here's how you win. You have to manage your own 4 piles, your foundation, while simultaneously scanning the center of the table with the aces for opportunities to place your cards before anyone else does. Miss the center, you lose ground. You stare only at the center, your own game collapses. Sound like running a business to you? So many business owners I work with are doing one of the 2 things. They are so heads down in operations that they miss the market opportunities happening right in front of them, or, and this is the one I see the most, they are so obsessed with watching the market, that trends, the competition, that their own foundation is crumbling. So Nurtz taught me you need peripheral vision. You need systems strong enough to run your 4 piles, your operations, your finances, your team, your delivery, so that you can look up, read the market, and strike when the opportunity appears. The question for you is, which side are you neglecting? If you don't have systems that allow you to run the foundation while you look for growth, that's exactly what we work on at Royal Fischer. I will tell you how to talk to us at the end of this video. So Ninja, basics beat brilliance. The second game is Ninja. I don't know if it's exactly the name, I think is the archetype. Now this one humbled me, and I think it will humble you too. In Ninja, the moment you start watching what your opponents are doing, how many lives they have, what moves they're making, you lose. I watched it happen. I did it myself because here's the thing about Ninja. The game rewards consistency and fundamentals. You win by checking your cards, making your moves, following the system over and over. Not by being flashy, not by being clever, by being consistent. And the wildest part, someone who had never played before, someone who just focused on learning the basics and trusting the process, they won. I talk to business owners every week who are spending enormous energy studying the competition, their pricing, their content, their hires, their marketing, and I get it. It feels productive, it feels strategic, but what I found over and over is that the business that win are the ones who stop competing against others and started competing with themselves. 1% better every single day, consistent in the fundamentals, trusting the system. You don't need to know everything. You don't need a perfect strategy before you move. You need to make the move, learn, adjust, and move again. Done is better than perfect. And I'm going to come back to that because it gets personal. The question I want you to sit with: where are you overcomplicating things that should be simple? Where are you watching your competition instead of running your race? And now is the lesson 3. Monikers. The team is the multiplier. So, this is the third game, Monikers. This one is a team game. And this one revealed something about leadership that I want every business owner to hear. In Monikers, you win together or you lose together. And I watched something happen at that table that I see happen in business all the time. Someone got frustrated because their teammate wasn't performing the way they would perform. Different style, different pace, different way of thinking. And in that frustration, opportunity was missed. Here's what I know to be true. Every person on that team brings something you don't have. And if your ego, your need for everyone to do it your way is louder than your curiosity about what they bring, you will leave value on the table every single time. The most dangerous person in a company is the high performer who can't receive a different perspective because they're not building a team, they're building a mirror. Collaboration over competition inside your company, inside your industry, and honestly, in your life. Your differences are not a liability, they are your edge. Embrace them. Build a culture where different voices make you stronger, not slower. That's what Royal Fischer helps companies architect, not just a strategy, but the culture and team alignment that makes the strategy actually execute. Now I have to tell you something I almost didn't include in this video because it's personal. I almost didn't play that night. So the only one I played that night was this one. Not because I was tired, but because of fear. Fear that the language would get in the way. Fear that I'd disappoint my family. Fear that if I failed at a game, they would see me differently. That's the mask of perfection. I know some of you wear it too. The belief that people love you for what you produce, what you know, how successful you appear, and the terrifying thought that if you show up imperfect, they will leave. But here's what that night gave me. Sitting at that table, laughing and losing and trying again. People don't love you for what you do. They love you for who you are. My personality, my uniqueness, my energy, my way of seeing things that adds value whether I win the game or not. If we overthink everything, if we wait until we're ready, until the strategy is perfect, until we know enough, we will never move because perfection is an illusion. Done is better than perfect. Haters will always hate, doesn't matter who. That doesn't change whether you're bold or whether you hide. So you might as well be bold. Go outside, play, laugh, do the silly things. Build your business without looking over your shoulder. Just do what God is putting in your heart, fulfill your purpose, and as the prophet Isaiah say in chapter 60 verse 1, arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord rises upon you. So get up, go, rise, and shine. If any part of this video hit home for you, if you're running a business and you feel like you're either stuck in your own game or losing because you're watching everyone else's, I want to have a conversation with you. At Royal Fischer, we work with business owners who are ready to build something real, not perfect, real, with strategy, with team, with clarity. So click the link in the description to schedule a free consultation. It's a conversation, no pressure, just clarity. And if this video added value to your day, share it with one person who needs to hear it. Subscribe if you're new and leave a comment below telling me which of these 3 lessons hit you the hardest. I read every single one. So see you next week.